Hey everybody, it's Marcus. I'm at the Newsboys United tour here in Boise, Idaho, and the guys are just got on stage. They're doing a Q&A, so we might have them later to chat with them, possibly Michael Tate, so this could be cool. Right, you can watch.
9 years old, you were not going to push me over, right? So I remember going up the front, and I was in full brace position like this, you know, this guy's not going to push me over. And I asked God to come into my life, and I felt the power of God hit me, and I went flat on my back. How about that? Yeah, no, isn't that amazing? Yeah, it actually happened. So I just love Jesus at the end of the day. I don't care.
There you go.
Yes.
Come on, Tina. How long have you been alive? How old are you? 20? How old are you?
How old are you, sweetheart? How old are you, babe? 12. Yeah.
Alright guys, we're back here in the back.
Hi, my name's Gina, and I work with a special needs kid with autism, and she wants a copy of your playlist.
That's a Steve Campbell question. Look at you one.
If you took one of these, we wouldn't have it to watch tonight, so that could be bad. Yeah.
Just a phone picture of it.
You can get a phone picture. You can get a phone picture. Come on, girl. Get your phone. Right there. Turn it on. Right there.
That's only part of it. Those are only the songs that Michael sings. If you want the real set list, you gotta get it from my rig.
29 songs. See, Kim, keep talking about yourself. That's your work.
It's a double set list on Jeff's Rise Up.
And mine.
Took
And
2 pages
Jody's.
to get it all up there.
What they're saying is, Jody, Jeff, and Duncan played 29 songs tonight. Peter and Phil and Michael just sort of come on through as they
Kind of
feel.
waft in whenever they want to find a way again.
And we feel the spirit.
Yes!
Jerry, and you can tell by the gray hair, I've been a fan for a long time. But I just had a question for Peter. Do you miss some of the songs that you were lead singer in back in the day? Because that's when I became a fan, is when you were lead singer, and of course all you guys were involved then too. So God bless.
No, I don't, because I get to sing them every night now. So we're doing a lot of, like Steve said, we're doing about 29 songs tonight, and probably about close to half of that is songs from when I was the lead singer in the band. So there's a lot of Shine, Breakfast, yeah, we're not doing any of them, no. Just kidding.
Alright guys, back here in the middle.
I just wanted to know if you guys are going to tour Israel. A lot of us Jews are getting saved now. And I'd love to see some of you guys minister to the Jews and maybe where they're at, you know, and if that's in your heart.
Well, we love Israel. We've got the chance to go there one time as a band, and we would love to go back. Mikey, you just went fairly recently last year, but man, we just need to be invited at the end of the day. If you invite us, we'll go. Yeah.
Right in center, guys.
My name is Angie. It's not really a question. I just wanted to say thank you. You're one of the first Christian bands that I ever heard, and it really made an impact. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joanna. This is a question for all of you guys. What was the one song that you guys like?
The most.
I said, what's the one kid you like out of your 5 kids?
Jeff has some insight on that, though.
I mean, they say you can't pick a favorite kid, but I have 3 kids and I probably could.
Favorite song? I like He Reigns a lot because of what it says. The power of Christ, God, He is King of all. There's no equal, there's no rival. He reigns, hallelujah. I like believe God's not dead, something beautiful, restart. Jesus freak.
God's not dead. He's coming. We believe. Crazy. Restart.
Stop.
What's that? Guilty. Love Rides, particular favorite. Nothing fails. Abandon.
Pete, stop. Phil, stop.
Change the world.
That's the world. What's your favorite song? Just give it up.
We believe, yeah.
That's too bad they're not going to do
Yeah,
that
no,
tonight.
too bad we're not doing that.
How was that?
I'm gonna do it.
Here we go.
I have a question for Michael. And my question is, do you personally know Toby Mac?
Oh no.
You know, Toby Mac and I were in a band called DC Talk. If you know that, pretty good chance.
This is a Newsboys show.
You know, there's a pretty good chance. We've been besties for many, many years. As a matter of fact, he called me yesterday. I was at the airport in Houston. He called me and said, "Hey, should you come to my house for Thanksgiving?" I said, "Yeah." So I haven't been to his house for a long time for Thanksgiving. So let's get together this year.
Can I come?
Me and my kids.
Turned me down and went to Toby's.
You're going to Australia, bro. Where you going? Where you going to the country? We'll see you there.
Yep. Speaker is coming up next year.
Joe and Peter. Can't wait for them to come together out there.
Is it June next year?
So Peter's so it's like that.
Right here in the middle. See you guys.
We know that.
Are you making a movie?
Oh.
Maybe home?
Jeff, you think home movies?
Well, let's see. I would never rule it out, but right now we're making a new record with all 6 of us. So that's getting close to be finished, but if the opportunity presents itself, I'm sure that we'd go for it.
When I went to Oscars, Duncan was really good in God's Not Dead 3. Really good. So good they could put him in the movie.
You like that, is it?
I've got a tough question to the group. Do any of you have a good story about when someone in your life kept you well grounded just to keep the humility intact?
Not like today.
Are you in radio?
Are you in?
You sound like you're DJ.
105.9 WLVR. A quiet storm.
All right, guys, over here, right?
I didn't answer that question.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Hey everybody, if you are watching this right now, we're at the Newsboys United concert in Boise, Idaho, and they're doing a Q&A. So hit share. This is, I don't know what later's going to look like, but this is what we're doing for CCM Live with Marcus today. Enjoying their funny answers. All right, we'll get you back to it.
What people think it is. You know, there's 12 of us on a tour bus. We are on that bus for about 200 nights a year. Like tonight, we'll sleep in basically a coffin-sized cabin thing as we drive to Seattle. And you know, we've been gone for a couple weeks. We do like 130 shows this year. So it's I spent my entire day in the Idaho Steelhead stinky hockey dressing room here in the arena working. So you know, the gig itself has a way of keeping you grounded in a way. In some ways, it's kind of great because you're always surrounded by people like your family. So someone's, you know, no one just goes off and does their own thing or thinks they're all that or whatever. Like we know each other extremely well, and that's good, you know. So, but for the most part, you know, we get along great. We've been doing this for a long time, and I think the gig itself kind of weeds out the people that can't do it. And if you've been doing it for this long, there's a reason. So.
Over here.
Hello, I'm Sharice. I wanted to say, Peter, thank you for being my inspiration to start drumming. Duncan, thank you for continuing to be my inspiration to get back on the drum set, which I haven't done since I had kids. And my question is, going public, who joined first, Duncan or Jody?
Actually, Jody did. We were actually on the tail end of Not Ashamed tour, I think. And Jody was like by 6 weeks or something, Jody? Was it something like that? Just a little bit before me? Yeah, it was like 1993. Yeah. But funny thing is, I knew the band before that. I kind of grew up with Pete. Actually, I met Pete straight out of high school. So I was always kind of, even though I wasn't in the band, I was always kind of around and aware of what the Newsboys are doing. But I officially joined in 93. I think Jody was like early 93, I was mid 93.
You guys, stage left, young lady here.
How did you guys meet?
Here we go.
Well, the band started in a little town called Mooloolaba on the Sunshine Coast of Australia. It was my mum and dad's garage. That's where the band used to rehearse. And our neighbours loved us so much that they poured sugar in my dad's gas tank and ruined the engine. So you can see the music had effect on people right from the word go. So when we first came to the United States of America, like the guys were talking about, it's not all what you think it is. So you got to really be in it because you love playing music, and you got to be in it for the right reason. Because if any band, most bands, the first few years, if you're in it to be famous, you're not going to be famous, so you'll quit. If you're in it for the money, there's not going to be any money, so you'll quit. And so for the first bunch of years with Newsboys, there wasn't any money, and nobody knew who we were. So the early guys left. But we were fortunate enough in our travels. We met Jody in Nashville, Tennessee, and then we were doing a concert in Detroit. We met Jeff, and like Duncan said, he and I knew each other just out of high school, so we asked him to come and play in the band, and we needed him, and then we toured all the way down to New Zealand, and that's where we met Phil, and Phil was there in a great little band down there, and so we asked him to come and play when our bass player quit, and Michael and I, we were on tour. That first group of Newsboys was on tour with DC Talk when they were starting out. So both Newsboys and DC Talk were starting out kind of at the same time, and we were both in vans, and we did about, I don't know, 100 plus shows together. Yeah, and we, you know, so as kids, so that's how we're all together today. In the front row.
My name is Sydney, and I want to know your favorite Bible verse.
Hello, Sydney. Jeff did? You did. I did. At Taco Bell? It's a can of Taco Bell. See?
Taco Bell's
Oh,
it wasn't actually a Taco Bell.
Oh, okay. I think you Taco Bell. I wanted a Grand Slam or something. Phil's got a verse for us.
Oh, verse? Favorite Bible verse? Hello, everybody. Yes, I have one. Micah 6:8. What is required of a righteous man to do kindness, to love justice, and walk humbly with his God? Shush, leave me alone. Humbly, comfortably, you know, something like that. It's a good verse. But the reason I tell you that is because I used to sign that under my name, you know, whenever the whole signing thing. And now I got emails saying, why do you sign Micah 1:8? I'm like, no, I signed Micah 6:8. Then I thought, hang on. You know, when you get a Sharpie and it gets, a Sharpie, and it becomes dull or blunt, right, Duncan? And it can become blunt. And I guess my 6 became a 1. So I looked it up. I began to look it up. I thought, okay, I better find out what Micah 1:8 is. And my Bible, Micah 1:8. I will run naked through the fields, howling like a jackal and screeching like a loon.
My life verse is Michael 1:8.
Okay, guys, another question here.
And actually, that was my question for Duncan as well. What is your favorite Bible verse?
Oh man, okay. I love the Psalms and Proverbs. And the reason why I like them is because they're full of God's promises. If you ever have a day where you're not sure, where you need encouragement, that's where I go. So any of the Psalms, any of the Proverbs, and probably my favorite Psalm is 112. It talks about the virtues of a righteous man, which I strive to be every day. That's my goal.
Alright, guys, here in your room.
My name's Melissa. I've seen you guys a bunch of times, and I've always wondered how you have such unparalleled energy and then go to sleep afterwards. And Duncan, yours is insane. So what kind of pre-workout do you take?
Yeah. Are you a workout girl?
Yeah, well, try.
Yeah.
Your energy is always amazing.
Yes.
Just pick one of them.
There are certain powers influence that we cannot talk about. There's certain, yeah, it's not. No. I just drink lots of water and I don't take pills, do you?
Lots of pills.
He does.
He does mix these little concoctions. I don't exactly know like which
stays on tour. Happens on tour. Stays on tour. Usually to know about my concoctions.
It's okay. Usually they're green and they taste like lawn clippings. So if any of us on the tour are feeling a little bit like we're dragging, we go and see the wizard here, and he just like brew something up. It's always very organic.
And donuts.
Try not to make you sound bad. Supplements.
Okay, let's get to the next question.
You from a pharmacy near you. No, I just, there's tons of pre-workouts out there, and every now and then I'll just take a little of something. Yeah. Sorry, that totally legal. Don't get me
Vitamin D. You cannot participate in the Olympics.
Oh no!
I'm 69 years old.
Adam, back here, young lady with a question.
I'm Maddie. I was just wondering if you could describe your songwriting process.
You know the most songs, Pete? You describe it.
A lot of times people think that when you're a songwriter, that you just kind of walk around and songs fall out of the sky and you're gifted or something like that. It hasn't worked out that way for me. For me, it usually involves getting into a room with a guitar or a keyboard, whatever it is, and just working. Picking up. Sometimes you're playing them same chords. The chords you've played, you might only know a few chords. I don't know that many chords, and so you just keep playing them. You get sick of your own sound. You just got to keep pushing through. To me, it's really a discipline, and it's also reading a lot of books, listening to people, being observant, and hearing things that are being said, and sort of and you kind of got to live in that world. It's a strange world because I don't like to live in it all the time because it's nearly a very self-absorbed world. You're constantly looking for songs and looking for ideas, and you're not very good at communicating with other people. Yes, it is a discipline, and that guitar or that keyboard can represent a lot of disappointment because you can spend hours working on a song and it just doesn't work out. I've had songs for 15 or 20 years that still haven't worked out. I think there's something there, but they haven't been finished yet. And so it's something. Don't get fooled by thinking, yes, there are people who have just such a great sense of songs and songwriting, but for the rest of us, it's really a lot of work. And so all of us have to work at some point or another in our lives, so it must be something you love to do.
I got a random question. Pete down with the airport last night with that family. Were they here? Is Marilyn here? Marilyn here? Marilyn Spano? Where they? Hi, guys. Love ya. We met them at the airport last night, right?
In Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah. Glad you guys made it.
Alright guys, over here on your
Hi, my name's LaDonda. I'm really excited to be here. I have a question for Duncan. I heard that you recently went on a mission trip. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I did. Adam and I got to go to Africa just recently, and Adam maybe share a little bit more about that. But I thought I was, I've been on a lot of places, Mexico and South America, but I thought I was kind of ready for it, and I kind of wasn't. Because what I saw were people in dire straits and people in situations where you walk into their house and there's a dirt floor, smoldering fire in the corner, kids that don't have enough clothes, don't have shoes on their feet. And it's a great reset for me. I mean, we get to so much in this band. We've had success for a long time. We've all got beautiful homes and drive nice cars, and people tell us how great we are. So for me, to go on these missions trips and bring light to their plight is very important. Because when I serve those people and see how most of the rest of the world lives, it's incredibly humbling and sobering. And it makes what I do here a little bit more meaningful. If I can bring light to these people, then it makes the meaning of what I do perhaps a little deeper and perhaps a little stronger. No? Adam's going to be sharing a little bit more tonight. The Child Fund table's here. And guys, sponsor a child. It revolutionizes their life. It changes them from people that have no hope to hope. And that's a big thing for people. I mean, even in our culture, a lot of people do not have hope. Maybe the hope is in the wrong thing, but when you've got none of the traffics that we have, we are so blessed in this country. We have so much. But when you give someone hope, then they can conquer the world. So I'll stop. I could talk all night, but thank you for the question.
Love. Okay, guys, right down the front, we've got a double question.
What keeps you guys going and what pushes you when you feel like you can't go on?
Red Bull.
I go to Duncan's change room.
You know what, seriously? As Jeff said earlier, you have to cut up with this because we brought parents on the road, we brought family on the road, kids, dads, brothers, they're like, that's the end of the weekend, or half of the weekend. We see them on the couch in the front now, just passed out. Like, how do you guys do this? Oh my gosh. We're human, it's a fact, it's a fact. So we get tired, we get weary, we mess up our families, but we're called to it. And the joy of the Lord is our strength. It's true. God gives us the energy physically and spiritually to do this, and we love our jobs too. And also, another point to make. What was it? She said,
I'll get a point if you don't. I think the biggest thing for me is gratitude. I am so grateful and honored and humbled at the end of the day to still be here doing this. I can look down at Pete and Phil and Jeff and Jody and Michael tonight, and you can sense, hopefully you can sense that we have a connection that goes deep. As I said earlier, I met Pete just out of high school. We were teenagers. So there's this, not many people get to do what they love, and not many people get to do what they love for as long as we have. So I am just incredibly, utterly grateful and humbled to still be here.
And we're just going to do the double side, sorry man, and then here it is.
Who's the jokester?
Take your pick.
I got a joke for you guys though.
Let's hear it.
Please don't.
I'll say it.
We're going to hear it now.
You're going to do that. You're going to do the jewelry shop one? Yeah. You're going to do that. That's good.
Okay.
It's daddy.
Do it. It's just standing up because it's good.
How come Jesus is not allowed in jewelry stores? Because he breaks every chain.
It's not even funny.
It's funny. He breaks every chain. Jewelry stores and K Jewelers has chains.
Michael, I think we've got it. Yeah.
But Douglas is not funny. I think it's really funny. And thank you, Peter. Thank you, lead singer.
Hey Adam, this will be the last question because we've got to get on to the next focus.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Hi, my name is Jackie. I've actually got a comment and a question. So my comment is my favorite song you've ever done, because I've been a diehard fan for a long time, is Not Ashamed. And I used to listen to that blaring in my my car driving around, and it would get me through those tough teenage years. And it recently got me through a really tough time because I have overcome breast cancer and I'm 6 weeks in remission. And that particular song just kept coming back because not ashamed. I'm not ashamed, and it is what it is. And anyway, so there's that. So thank you for that song.
What's your name?
Jackie.
Jackie. What do you reckon?
Should we do our plan tonight for you, all right?
I love it.
Yeah, do it for you tonight.
And then my question was, what is your absolute favorite thing about doing these shows?
People, you guys, for sure. Without you guys,
Just some stories.
good stories, but nothing's better than looking out, especially the kids, and seeing them singing the songs back to you, and knowing that God's word didn't come back void. Especially on every night, it's like, that's the best part of what we do. It's like a roller coaster ride. You wait in line for 2.5 hours. It's like the whole getting here, riding the bus, dealing with some tennis shoes, and then the roller coaster ride is the show. But it's so quick compared to all the other work. It's
Can I add something to that?
Show business.
Can I add something to
Yes,
that?
sir. Please.
So when this tour got put together, and we were like, wow, this will be fun. I think, we weren't exactly sure how it was going to go, and but then we realized, we got into a room, we got to Michael's basement, we started rehearsing, and straight away we just, like the bond that Duncan was talking about, everything just kind of rushed back. We remembered the songs. We just realized, man, we've all been through a lot together. I think Peter was the first guy to hold my daughter after me, and Mike, and we've all been at each other's weddings, all this kind of stuff. And we realized, wow, the power of unity is huge, and I think in a day and age where there's so many divisive things going on, and the world is so divided in so many ways, to see unity has really kind of been a beautiful thing. And then one of the coolest things about this tour is to look out and see faces, and I see grown men kind of almost like kind of emotional at different points. I see them kind of teary because they're hearing these songs that soundtrack to the move of God in their lives, maybe when they were younger, and it sort of reinvigorates that faith, that childlike faith, and it's really beautiful, and it's something that I don't know if we expected to see, and something that we didn't expect the Lord to use it in that kind of way, the way it has. But it's kind of beautiful. So hopefully that'll happen to you guys tonight. And
grown men cry.
Yeah, it reinvigorates us every night. So thanks for being here. We appreciate it.